Yeah, let's do it outside if
Okay.
it isn't too cold for you.
Yeah, I don't mind. We do that outside.
Alright.
Okay.
It is for me too, yeah.
Schon nicht so bequem.
You'll have to
oder?
let us out.
Jawohl, gehen wir raus.
I said, no way.
Okay, alright.
Alright. Steve Strange, a famous name, the man behind Visage. You had in the early 80s some big hits with Mind of Toy and Fade to Grey. You also curate the typical video clips like we see today. So what's happened with you? What have you done the last time, the last 2 years?
Well, being honest, the last 2 years we've had a lot of management difficulties, whereas we sacked our management company, and which enabled us, we couldn't, which stopped us releasing records. We couldn't release any material, and finally, after something that we thought was going to take 6 months ended up taking 2 years. Finally, we got out of the deal, and then we released Beat Boy, which was the last album. And Beat Boy, the record company, really wasn't behind it, and so not many of the people heard much about Beat Boy. But in Europe, it's doing quite well still, like the Love Glove and the title track of the album, Beat Boy. And at the moment, because of all the difficulties that were going on, for instance, with the management, we're now out of all our legal problems. I've now decided to do a solo project. I'm working on a solo project, singing solo myself. And I'm releasing a record in about 6 weeks' time. It's called The Beat Goes On. And it's by Sonny and it's an old record by Sonny and Cher. And I'm singing with a model who's got the most fantastic voice. And her name is Lisa Cruz. And the duet it's going to be a duet, and we're going to be called The Strange Cruise. So at the moment, Visage is going to be just kept quiet for a little while, but we're still working, we're still writing. And hopefully in the future there'll be big things from Visage, because we're writing, and the band is a much stronger band now. But because of the management side of things, we want to keep it quiet for a little while, because now Visage is a permanent lineup, it's a permanent band, and it consists of myself, Rusty Egan, and then all new members. On bass, guitar, Steve Barnacle. On guitar, we have a new young guitarist called Andy Barnacle, and then on sax and brass section is Gary Barnacle, and it's a strong lineup. And for live material, it's a band which will enable us to go out and play live, whereas before we couldn't play live because of the various people were in Ultrafox and various other bands. But we're just going to keep it quiet for a little while, and then we come back hopefully strong.
So maybe you can come on tour with your new band to Germany.
We will come on tour, and Germany is one of the first places that we want to come to, because the German fans have always stayed loyal. They've always stuck by us, and they've always been strong with us. But like I said, my feelings towards doing anything new is my solo project.
And the new single, The Beat Goes On, sounds like synthesizer sound, drum computers, or is it
No, it's a 60s sound with an 80s feel, and it's got a big brass band behind it, like a 24-piece band behind. It's got trumpet, big trumpet, and lots of saxophone, and it's got sort of like real drums and real big sound, like a real big band sound behind it. So you think you're listening to something like, like in the dance halls where they have the dance hall bands. It's a sound like that. It's interesting, and the girl's beautiful as well.
And which time is it's coming out?
In 6 weeks.
In 6 weeks. All right.
Play 2 songs.
The Beat Goes On too?
No. I wanted to do The Beat Goes On, but my manager advised me not to do it.
So you play old songs or
they're new songs.
B-boys?
We play Beat Boy.
You managed one of the biggest disco clubs in Europe, the Camden Polo in London. What's happened with it?
Well, I managed it for 2 years. Well, I say along with my partner, who is my partner with Visage as well, Rusty Egan. and it was the best club in Europe. We decided that we wanted to finish. You know, it was 2 successful years, 2 years of being voted the best club in Europe. We wanted to move on and to do newer things. You know, the people above us, the people that put the money up to back us for the Camden Palace, they started to get very greedy, you know, and they just wanted to make money, you know, all the time it was money, money, money. And we don't run clubs to make money, we run clubs to give people enjoyment. So we decided to finish it. And now we've just opened a new club in London, which is called the Playground, which all you German people should come to when you come to London. It's a very good club. It's a lot more exciting than the Camden Palace, and it's in Covent Garden. So that's the new project that we're doing now. It's called the Playground.
Right. You was one of the first musicians who create crazy clothes and stylings, costumes, like we see today by Adam Ant and Boy George. What do you think about Boy George and Adam Ant and all the fashion musicians?
People always ask me this question. You know, and they think that I should be jealous about them, but you know, in the 2 years that we couldn't do anything, it was very frustrating. You know, like seeing new people come up and seeing people sort of overtaking me and, you know, taking my place or whatever. But I never feel any jealousy or hatred. I just feel, you know, like I wish them good luck. I wish them, you know, all the best. Because you can't just, you know, I can't sit down and just think, oh God. All I can think of is that hopefully the new material that I do, you know, in the future will be much better and much stronger, and then I'll take my crown again.
And do you know Boy George, or gave him some tips for his clothes and something like that?
Yeah, Boy George is a very good friend of mine. I mean, a very good, I mean, I say that, I mean, a good friend, you know, we keep in touch, or, you know, over the years, you know, in the beginning, he used to be my hat check boy, and he used to take the coats in my club. And he's got a great voice. I think he's very talented, and he deserves the success that he's got. And, you know, I wish them all the best of luck, and I just think that, with me anyway, I'll come back and I'll work harder to sort of show people that I've still got it in me.
All right. Some people are telling you're... Oh, the airplane is coming. Some... Oh, it's too cold. All right? Es läuft's? Good. Some people... Hard times. Some people are telling you're gay. Is it true, and what do you think about to be gay? Because a lot of bands, Bronski Beat, Frankie Goes to Hollywood, everybody today is gay. It's just like a fashion.
I've never said I'm not gay. I've never said I am gay. And in the early stages of my career, people said that I was going out with Kim Wilde and the Baroness Francesca von Tyson, which was maybe true, you know, but I do believe in open ideas on sexuality. I don't believe in promiscuity. I believe in people, if, you know, for instance, if they think that they fancy a guy, you know, then they should go with a guy. If it's a new experience, it doesn't harm them, you know, but, you know, it shouldn't mentally fuck up their ideas of life, towards life. I wouldn't say I'm gay, or, you know, maybe I'm bisexual, you know, but then again, that's you know, that's what I should know. And you know, I would only go out with a guy if it was sort of, you know, a serious relationship. You know, I'm very much, if I say in love with someone at the moment, I suppose I am in love with someone at the moment. But my ideas, again, then on marriage are completely different to other people. Yeah. You know, where people think they should be married and wear a wedding ring, then I don't believe in that either, you know, because I think the young generation's ideas towards marriage and towards bisexuality and towards sex have changed anyway to that of the older generation. Yeah. And that's why, you know, with people like Bronski Beat and people like Culture Club and people